Hello students, let us learn general science from the book Science Squared of class 4. Let us learn the chapter 8, Our Universe, the Solar System. In this chapter, we shall discuss about the universe, the celestial bodies such as sun, moon, stars, solar system, planets, constellations, pole star, asteroids, and about space probe. Let us begin the chapter. Astronomy is a study of celestial objects and the phenomena associated with it. It is said to be one of the oldest sciences in the world. In ancient times, astronomers used to study the sky and observe the changes in it at the night time. The methodological observation was used to devise calendars, help in predicting the climate of a place and the rainfall patterns. These predictions help the farmers in choosing the right crops for a certain season and also in finding the right time to sow the seeds. Their interpretation also helped in deciding various festivals in India and the occurrence of seasons. Let us learn about universe. A vast unimaginable space including all the stars, planets and galaxies is known as universe. It is considered as a spherical region of the universe that can be observed from the earth, and so it is called observable universe. The observable universe consists of different physical objects that occur naturally on their own. These objects are known as celestial or heavenly objects. It includes the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, comets, meteors, asteroids, galaxies, etc. in our solar system. Let us now learn about stars. Stars are very hot and bright like sun. The sun is a small star which is nearest to the earth. The light coming from the stars seems to be very dim because they are far away from the earth than our sun. We cannot see them during the day because of the bright sunlight. The stars twinkle because they have their own light. Constellations. We can see certain group of stars appearing in different beautiful patterns. These are called constellations. If you join the stars in your imagination, they look like figures of animals or people. The constellations are seen to move across the sky from east to west direction. During winter, Orion is a very prominent constellation. There are 3 stars that lie close to each other in a line. During spring and summer, the Big Dipper Saptarishi is visible in the early part of the night. During autumn, Little Dipper is easily visible. Let us now learn about the pole star. There is one bright star in the north known as pole star, Dhruva Tara or North Star, which can be seen only in a fixed place. Both the Little and the Big Dippers are 7 stars in the form of a kite with a thread. At the end of the thread of the Little Dipper is a pole star. During night, The north direction can be easily identified by the pole star. Let us now learn about planets. Our solar system has 8 planets of different sizes. It includes Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. All the names of the planet except Earth are gods and goddesses of ancient Greece or Rome. Planets are much smaller than stars. They do not have their own light and so shine only when the sunlight falls on them. All the planets also revolve around their own axis. All the planets go round the sun in a definite paths called orbit. Hence the planets are called wanderers. The planets move round the sun by the gravity of the sun. Each planet takes a definite time to complete one revolution around the sun. They stay in their own orbits and hence they neither move away nor collide with each other. Mercury is the closest to the sun and hence it is the hottest planet. Mercury is also the smallest planet while the Jupiter is the largest planet. Saturn is a very cold planet with rings around it. Mars appears little reddish. Saturn is not so bright but visible due to its size. The simplest method to identify the planets from the stars is that the stars twinkle whereas the planets do not twinkle. The relative position of the planets keeps changing slightly at the night. Uranus and the Neptune look bluish green when seen through the telescope. Let us discuss about the planets in the night sky. There are 5 planets such as Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn which are clearly visible to our naked eyes. Venus is the brightest planet in the night sky. It is visible either in the early morning in the eastern sky or in the early night in the western sky. Mercury is also fairly bright. It can be seen just after the sunset in the west or just before sunrise in the east. Venus and Mercury are known as morning star or evening star. Let us learn about our home planet, the Earth. The only planet in which the life can exist is our home planet, the Earth. This is because the Earth has favorable environmental conditions such as presence of atmosphere, water and temperature. It looks like a beautiful blue lighted ball when seen from the moon. The Earth revolves round the sun in an orbit. It completes one revolution around the sun in 365 1/4 days, which is called a solar year. The sun is about 1,000,000 times bigger than Earth. Let us learn about the moons. Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth that revolves around the Sun in a fixed orbit. It is the brightest object in the sky next to the Sun. Moons are smaller heavenly bodies that revolve around the planets except Mercury and Venus, which do not have any moons. Moons do not have their own light, but shine by reflecting the light of the Sun as planets. The number of moons around the planets may vary. At present, Saturn has 30 moons, Jupiter has 16 moons, Uranus has 21 moons. Asteroids. These are small rock-like objects that are found orbiting the Sun. They are generally found between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. This region is also called the asteroid belt. Space probe. In the olden days, astronomers watched the sky with naked eyes. Later, observatories called Jantar Mantar were built to study the positions of the Sun and the planets at different times of the year. Then, telescopes were built to watch the stars and the planets. Now, very powerful telescopes are used to see the sky. But scientists begin to send a specially designed unmanned spaceships or space probes into the space. They send pictures and other information to the space centers where scientists analyze the data. Let us have a chapter recap. Group of stars which do not change their figures are called constellations. Pole star always remains at the same place. Stars are very hot and bright like the Sun. Planets do not have their own light. They shine when the sunlight falls on them. Stars twinkle in the sky at night, while the planets display a steady light. Sun has a family of 8 planets. The Sun and its planets, together with asteroids and the moons, form the solar system. The planets revolve around the Sun due to the gravity of the Sun. You can see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn with the naked eyes in the night sky. That's the end of chapter 8.